Recording in progress.
Welcome everyone to Mathematical Bridge channel. First of all, we would like to thank our official sponsor as well as our promotional partner, Curious Machine. Do follow their website curiousmachine.org. Okay, so let us move with our first question of Sprint on Math series. Here I will give the solutions of the series. So the very first question here is a natural number k is such that k squared is lesser than 2021 is lesser than k plus 1 whole square. Find the largest prime factor of k. So here we have to do it by hit and trial. Here we know that the number is a 4-digit number first of all, and it is near to 2021. So by hit and trial you can say k square is 44 square at max, and then k plus 1 whole square is of course 45 square. And we see that actually 44 square is lesser than 2021 is lesser than 45 square, right? So from here we get the value of k is equal to 44, and this means the largest prime factor of k is nothing but 11. I hope you got it. Okay, let us move to the next question. So this question tells, let's Sm denote the sum of the digits of a positive integer m written in base 10. So the number is in base 10, means in decimal system. Let n be the smallest positive integer such that s of n equal to 2013. Then find the value of s of 5n plus 2013. So here we apply our very own trick that actually we already discussed about the trick. So if s of n is equal to 2013, so to find the value of s of 5n, what we will do is multiply 5 to 2013. From this I will get 5 3 15, 5 1 5 plus 1 6, 5 0 0 5 to 10, 1 0 0 6 5. Okay, let me write it clearly. Wait a minute. So it's 10065, and we have to add 2013 to it, so we will get 5n plus 2013. So I get 10065 plus 2013, which is nothing but 87 and here 00. Okay, so 12078, and you have to find the sum of the digits of 12078, which is equivalent to 5n plus 2013, which is equal to 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10 plus 8, 18. So 18 is our answer. I hope you got it. So the first two questions were actually very easy. So if we tag the questions as per their level, so let me tag the questions as per their level. Okay, so for this the tag should be of course easy because it was simple hit and trial, and similarly for this one the tag will be easy if you know the trick, and if you don't know the trick and do it by the regular method, then it's of course a medium level question. Okay, let us move to the next question. So this question is a good question. So first of all I will give you 30 seconds to understand this question. So let me read this first. In the given figure, ABCD is a square. E is the midpoint of BC. So E is the midpoint of BC. This means these two sides, that means EB and EC, are equal. Now AF is the perpendicular to DE. So DE is this segment you can see, and AF is perpendicular to it. The side of the square is 2021 centimeters. Let the length of BF be n. Find the digital sum of n. So 30 seconds I would give to think about the question, because this is a pretty good question. Easy as well. Okay, so now let us discuss about this question. So here one thing I have to see that you have to find the value of BF, right? So a very common thing that you can do here, see, first of all, extend B to some point, suppose, okay, let me draw it. Extend B to some point, suppose I name it M. Okay, now I join BF. Okay, and I also join FM. Okay, pardon, the line is bending somehow. Okay, yeah, so we have to join FM. Okay, yeah, now see, yeah, this is fine, I think. Right, yeah, this construction is absolutely fine. Now see, triangle ECD. See, this is a square. This means all the angles are 90 degree here. So angle C in triangle ECD. Triangle ECD I am writing. And triangle EBM. And triangle EBM. See, these both triangles, since this is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree, you know that. But we have this extended part, so of course it is an obtuse angle. But we see only triangle EBM. Let me darken it using blue color. I am darkening the perimeter. Okay, so this color is not going it. Okay, I am talking about this triangle only, specifically of this triangle EBM. Yeah, specifically about this triangle. So now one thing, this angle and this angle are equal, vertically opposite angles, very common. See, like this. So let me name it as angle 1 and angle 2. Suppose this is angle 1, this is angle 2. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. See, this means EC is nothing but EB. EC is nothing but EB. And the angles are equal, that is 90 degree. ECD is equal to angle EBM. Each are 90 degrees. So by this SAS criteria, you will see that actually basically ASA, but still the same basically. So by ASA criteria, you will see that the two triangles, triangle ECD is congruent to triangle EBM. Right? I think up to this part it is clear. So by CPCT, you can tell that CD is equal to BM by CPCT. This means AB, because CD is equal to AB, you can see this is a square, is equal to BM. This means AB is equal to BM. More specifically, AB is equal to BM. Now see, in right angle triangle AFM, right angle triangle AFM, in right angle triangle AFM, see, B is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. B is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. Let me write it. B is the midpoint of the hypotenuse, that is simply AM. Hypotenuse AM. Therefore, BF, which is equal to N, let me write it, BF, which is equal to N, is nothing but BA. Is nothing but BA. And it was given that the side of the square is 2021 centimeters. This means BA is equal to 2021 centimeters, which is equal to N. So the digital sum of 2021 is nothing but 5. So 5 is the answer. S of 2021 is equal to 5. So 5 is the answer to this question. So this was a pretty hard question. Not hard, it was a medium question. So if I tag it, it will be medium. Okay. So I'm giving 20 seconds to take this solution. Or you may pause the video. Yeah, you may pause the video. So let us move. So the next question is also a good question. First of all, I will give you 30 seconds. Before that, I am reading the question. Let A and B are positive real numbers such that A root A plus B root B is equal to 183 and A root B plus B root A is equal to 182. Find the value of 9 by 5 times A plus B. So first of all, I will give you 30 seconds to think about the question and the approach of this question. So start thinking for 30 seconds. So I think I gave enough time to think about it. So first of all, one thing here, this question is actually a pre-RMO previous year question. So based on this question can be marked as a difficult one. This question is actually a difficult one, but still we can apply the basic identities. So first of all, tagging I will consider it as medium, not difficult. Yeah. So one thing here, see, A root A plus B root B is equal to 183. Good. So this A root A can also be written as root A, yeah, root A whole cube, yeah, it can be written as, plus root B whole cube. See carefully, A root A into A, here you will get, so root A whole cubed, right? Understand carefully. See, if I write 2 root 2, this is basically root of 2 whole cubed. Why root of 2 whole cubed? Because see, if this is whole square, then it would be only 2, and root of 2 whole cubed is here, so we have to multiply it once again with root 2, so 2 root 2, and basically this type of expression we get A root A, which is equal to root A whole cube plus root B whole cube, because the similar expression B root B occurs here. So that's none of our discussion right now. Let us discuss this question carefully. So this can be written as 183. This can be written as 183. And now we know that root of A plus root of B whole cubed, root of A plus root of B whole cubed is equal to root of A whole cube plus root of B whole cube plus 3 root AB root A plus root B. Basically the formula of A plus B whole cube, we replace it by root A plus root B whole cube. So from here you can observe one thing, this value we already know. So this is nothing but 183 plus 3 root AB times root A plus root B. Up to this step, I think everything is crystal clear. Now it is given that A root B plus B root A is equal to 182, right? So let us consider this as equation 1, and another thing is given A root B plus B root A equal to 182. Let us consider this as equation 2. Now from equation 1 and equation 2, you can clearly tell that root A plus root B whole cubed, sorry, okay, so my pen is not working properly, okay, no problem, yeah, root A plus root B whole cube is nothing but 183 plus 3 times 182. 3 times 182. Try to observe very carefully. So we can evaluate it as 729. Yeah, 729. So this simply means root a plus root b is nothing but 9. Root a plus root b is nothing but 9. Now let us take another slide. So we got root a plus root b is equal to 9. And so from equation 2 that we had, from equation 2 we can already get root ab into 9 is equal to 182. Root ab into 9 is equal to 182. So from here you can get root of ab is equal to 182 by 9. 182 by 9. Yeah. So let us consider this as equation 3, and let us consider this as, suppose, equation 4. Yeah, equation 4 only. So yeah, 182 by 9. Now from this equation 4, from this equation 3 only we will get, from this equation 3 we can get that root a plus root b whole squared is equal to root a square plus root b square plus 2 root ab plus 2 root ab, and we know root a plus root b whole square is equal to actually 81, which is equal to a plus b plus 2 times root ab, that is, sorry, that will be, yeah, I think here we have no problem. Yeah, so it is 2 times 182 by 9. So a fraction is coming. Okay, I believe something will happen later. Yeah, so from this we will get a plus b is nothing but 81 minus 2 times 182 by 9. 2 times 182 by 9. Therefore a plus b is equal to 365 by 9. Yeah, 365 by 9. Yeah, now we are all done. 9 by 5 times a plus b is nothing but 365 by 9, that is 73. 73 is the perfect answer. So actually this is a hard question. It contains a lot of calculations and identities, simultaneous applications, and it really took some time. So I will tag it as a hard one. So this was a hard question, pretty hard. Okay, now let us move forward. Okay, first of all, yeah, you can pause the video or rewind the video. Okay, so now this question. This is also a good question. So it tells us that 3 congruent circles with radius 1, that means unit circles, are drawn inside equilateral triangle ABC such that each circle is tangent to the other two and the two sides of the triangle. Okay, if the length of the side of the triangle is of the form k plus k root n, then find the value of k square plus n. So for this question I will again give you 30 seconds to understand what it tells, then I will start solving. In the meanwhile I am drawing the figure. Okay. Okay, so let us consider these circles with radius 1 and all the circles are of course congruent. So in case of touching circle questions, the ready-made trick that I want to give to you is to join the centers. Join all the centers. Suppose this is center 1, center 2, center 3. So if I join all these centers, sorry, I am removing this line, curved. Yeah, so this line. Okay, so yeah. So we get a radial triangle, that is the triangle made by the radii. So now one thing, we will also extend this radius to this side also. And you know the radius is actually perpendicular to the point of tangency. The radius is perpendicular to the point of tangency. So these are perpendiculars. And this is 1, this is 1, and yeah, this is 1 plus 1 2, this is also 2. Basically this will be a rectangle, I think. Okay, let's not think about this. Okay, so I name it as O1. This is triangle ABC, ABC, and this is O2, and okay, let's name it as O only, O2. This is O2, suppose. Now this is D, this is suppose F, yeah, and all. Right, we need no more. Actually, from here we will also draw one, and from here also. This is also a perpendicular, and this is G. Let's name it as G. Now DG, DG, DG is equal to OF, is equal to 1, because these are the radii. These are the radii. Now OB, OB is the angle bisector by property. OB is the angle bisector by a property, because this point is equidistant from both these sides, right? So this is the angle bisector. We already discussed about this property. So therefore from here you can see angle OBD, angle OBD is 30 degrees. Angle OBD is 30 degrees. Now tan 30, tan 30 is equal to OD by BD, OD by BD, right? OD by BD, and OD we know is 1, and that is 1 by BD, which is equal to 1 by root 3. Therefore BD is equal to root 3. BD is equal to root 3, which is equal to FC, which is equal to FC. So from here you know BC is nothing but, so you know this is 2, because this is the rectangle OO2FD. In rectangle OO2FD, these sides are 1 and the upper sides, that is the length is 2 and the breadth is 1. So BC is equal to 2 plus 2 root 3, which can be denoted by K plus K root n, and you have to find the value of K square plus n. From here you know K is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. So K square plus n is nothing but 4 plus 3, which is equal to 7. So 7 is the answer, and this question was a difficult one. Not very difficult, but a difficult one. Okay. So please pause the video if you want to take a note. Let us move forward. Now this question is based on permutations and combinations. First of all, let us read this question and I will give you 30 seconds as usual. Find the number of ordered 7 tuples of integers that have the that have both the following properties: an plus 1 is equal to an plus 2 for all n belonging to 1 to 5. Okay, and a6 is equal to 2005. Nice question. So I will give you 30 seconds for this to understand what the question actually asks from you. Okay, now a very common method that I will use in this question to solve, actually basically all types of question in, I mean sorry, this type of questions are generally solved with this method. See, one variable is already given, the value of one variable is already given. Now we can use the previous recursion relation, I mean recursive relation, sorry. Okay, so a6 can be written as a5 plus a4, a5 plus a4. Now a5 can be written as a4 plus a3, and a4 can be written as a4 only. So that is 2 times a4 plus a3. Now this a4 can be written as a3 plus a2, and a3 is a3 itself. This means a6 is equal to 3 times a3 plus 2 times a2. And now this a3 can be written as 3 times a2 plus a1 plus 2 times a2, which is equal to 3 times a1 plus 5 times a2. So we reduced it to the lowest terms, the lowest possible variables of this 7 tuple. Okay, so actually this can be denoted by ak. K starts from 1 to 7. This 7 tuple can also be given by mathematical expression. This type of mathematical expression actually means the 7 tuples of integers, of course. So also take it as a note. Yeah. So now we get this is equal to 2005. A bit of number theory we can use. A bit of number theory. See one thing, 2005 is divisible by 5. 2005 is already divisible by 5, but it is not divisible by 3. But their sum is 2005. That means it has to be divisible by the term 3a1. This automatically implies that a1 is of the type 5k. a1 is of the type 5k. So we can replace a1 by 5k. So we will get 3 into 5k plus 5a2 is equal to 2005. Therefore we get 3k plus, here we get a2 is equal to 401. Basically we divided it by 5, both sides. Now the maximum value of k you will see by hit and trial. K max, I am denoting it by k max, is actually 133, because 133 times 3 is 399, and if you get 134 it will exceed 401 and it will become 402. So we don't need that. So k max is 133 and the minimum value of k you know is 1. The minimum value of k is 1. So the total number of tuples we will get is k max plus k min minus 1, which is equal to 133 plus 1 minus 1, that is 133. 133 7 tuples of integers we will get. So this was a medium question if you know the technique. And actually this type of questions has already appeared in AMC and AIME. So to the AIME students we will also recommend this question, because this type of questions are very common there. Okay, so let us move to the next question, and you may pause the video if you want to copy the answers. Okay, next question is sum out like this. Okay, so it tells if a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ac is equal to 3 and ABC is equal to, no sorry, ABC are integers, then find number of solutions of ABC not exceeding 10 and A is lesser than B is lesser than C. So as usual 30 seconds for this one also. Okay, so while solving this type of questions where this type of words are given, not exceeding 10, not exceeding something, and a relation is given, A is lesser than B is lesser than C. So in this type of questions, what actually I do is to omit this part, omit this part. Now I will solve only up to this part. I will find the number of solutions of ABC first of all. See, first of all, by identity, you know, this can be re-evaluated into a simple identity. I hope you all know that identity. Half times A minus B whole squared plus B minus C whole squared plus C minus A whole squared, and sorry, I was muted. Yeah, C minus A whole squared. And this is given to be 3. This is given to be 3. So this automatically implies that A minus B whole square plus B minus C whole square plus C minus A whole squared is equal to 6. Now by hit and trial, I denote it by H and T. By hit and trial, A minus B whole square can be equal to 1, B minus C whole square can also be equal to 1, and C minus A whole square is equal to 4. And the similar case can occur alternatively, that is 4 1 1 1 1 4 1 1 4 again. Yeah, and this type of cases can occur. Also, not necessary that C minus A whole square is always yeah, this should be a positive integer. So yes, we can get it up to here. Now you can also see that for any A is equal to K, B is equal to K plus 1, any C is equal to K plus 2, numbers of this type where K belongs to natural numbers, you can see the following relation holds. Basically, see, I am showing you one. I am showing you one. See, A minus B, that is K minus K plus 1. So this is 1, right? B minus C, K plus 1 minus K plus 2, that is also 1. Good. And actually minus 1 whole square is also 1. And C minus A, that is K plus 2 minus K, that is 2 square, is also 4. So any number of the form K, K plus 1, K plus 2 as A, B, C will hold. So it has actually infinite solutions. So this is why the range is given not exceeding 10. So now let's use this hint or the range. So not exceeding 10, that simply means the maximum value of K plus 2 can be 10. That means K is maximum 8. So how many pairs are possible for A, B, C? And A lesser than B lesser than C? Of course A is lesser than B lesser than C, K, K plus 1 and K plus 2. So in integers you will get 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. And will 0, yeah, will 0, 1, 2 be a solution? Yes, 0, 1, 2 will also be a solution. 0, 1, 2 will also be a solution. Now since integers are given, not positive integers are not given, so it can also extend to the negative side. It can also extend to the negative side. But yeah, so it can also extend to the negative side, and negative side has also infinite values. So I think this question is a bonus one. I think this question is a bonus one. So if I am wrong, you may comment it down if there is a mistake here. But I think this question is a bonus. Okay, let us move forward. So this question, it is given that ax plus by equal to 3, ax square plus by square equal to 5, ax cube plus by cube equal to 9, ax4 plus by4 equal to 11. Then find the value of ax5 plus by5. So since much of time is already spent, so I will solve this question without giving any more time. So okay, take it 20 seconds to understand this question. 20 seconds. Okay, so this question can be approached by a very simple method. See how to do this. ax5 plus by5, and one thing, this type of questions are actually IOQM 3 marker level, 3 marker. So ax5 plus by5 can also be written as ax4 plus by4 times x plus y minus xy times ax cube plus by cube. Now similarly, this can also be rewritten. So first of all, 11 times x plus y minus xy, 9xy minus 9xy. It is, suppose x plus y equal to p and xy equal to q. So 11p minus 9q. Let it be denoted by 11p minus 9q. Okay, 1 minute, please wait. Okay, so now ax4 plus by4 can also be written as ax3 plus by3 times x plus y minus xy into ax square plus by square, which is equal to 5. I am not writing it all the time, so it can be written as 9p minus 5q. Similarly, you can observe a pattern. It is decreasing by 2. In this case it is decreasing by 2, and in the previous case it is decreasing by 4. It is decreasing by 4. So again you can write it ax cube plus by cube as 5p minus 3q, ax square plus by square as 4p minus 2q, and ax plus by as 2p minus q, right? So 2p minus q is equal to 1 also, and yeah, sorry, no, this is not holding in this case. Okay, let me write it. This calculation is getting a bit distressing. Still no problem. Yeah. So first of all, you get that ax cube plus by cube, you get ax4 plus by4, that is equal to 11. 9p minus 5q is equal to 11. Okay, very good. Now next, also in case of ax cube plus by cube, you get 9 is equal to 5p minus 3q. So from these two equations, equation 1, equation 2, you can get 2p minus q is equal to 1. Yeah, up to this up to this step it was right. Yeah, it is right. So now ax plus by which is equal to 3 can be written as 6p minus 3q. 6p minus 3q. So from this, all these equations, you will get p is equal to minus 6 and q is equal to minus 13. So the value of ax5 plus by5 is nothing but 11 into minus 6 minus 9 times minus 13, which is equal to 51. So 51 is the correct answer to this question. So this is also a medium question. This is also a medium level question. Yeah. Now this question, this is also a pretty good question. And after this we have this last question. Let us see. Okay. So for this question, actually I will request you, for these two questions I will request you to do it as a pending work, because these two questions are very tricky, and I will actually discuss this solution once we resume our meetings or discussions regarding this mathematics Olympiad. We will also discuss it in the geometry section of triangle geometry. It will be uploaded in the geometry playlist. So thank you for today. We are all done with it, and do follow the website of curiousmachine.org and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Good night.